YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. Oh, yes. So previously I talked about the movie 10 Toes Down, and I didn't realize that that was a year ago. Wow, time flies. I feel like I saw it this year though. I don't know. But the movie 10 Toes Down is like so good, and they have a part 2. And the part 2 was released the 15th, so 2 days ago. And girl, it is good, good, good. Y'all gotta see part 2. So, your girl was released because they realized that Morgan defended the way the movie ended was, um, so those of you, to catch you up, if you've never seen my previous video about 10 Toes Down, it was a woman that was married, but she was lonely. She meets a guy at a coffee shop, and he's married, and they have an affair. So he kind of accidentally kills his wife, and then he calls her spur of the moment. It wasn't really an accident, but I feel like it's just like he choked her and kind of like, it got out of hand. So he calls her, that's a nurse, and they make it look like a suicide. So I feel like she should go to jail for tampering with a corpse. That should be in a crime in itself. And then they had sex while the dead woman was in the bed. That's disgusting. But ultimately he killed her, right? So he got the best lawyer in town, and she comes from a legacy of lawyers, and her name is Morgan. And so Morgan defends her, but there's no, he told her to do it so she can go to jail. Like, he convinced her that she killed my wife, X, Y, and Z, whatever, 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 right? So she believed her, right? Kyra, right? Kyra is so crazy because when you watching it, it's like, oh my gosh, she's a dumb bitch. No, she's a smart bitch. So, when she comes out of prison, she got one thing on her mind, and she's very vengeful. And so, her husband and her mother-in-law was hiding the journal that pretty much was saying that, he was a violent dude, right? So basically the mother was like, no, we're not gonna give up this journal because she needs to rot in prison, this, that, and the third. And the son is like, yo, we gotta give this to her. So her father, they have a plan. So lucky for her, he wasn't really in her life. So they didn't know him. Like, even though they was married, the son knew the name, right? So it was crazy how it happened, because the plan that they had, the father is a correction officer, right? So they have a plan, like, to concoct it where, the mother-in-law and her husband, they go to jail in the end. So, like, the tables are turned now. So they went to jail for tampering with evidence, whatever, whatever, whatever. And it was crazy because he was going to give her the book. Like, it was no reason for them to take it. And they had the girlfriend, and she was like, oh, you sure that Sean is not going to get in trouble? But they used her to get the journal, and it was all a plan. And then, like, the guy that, she was messing with or whatever, that she was standing 10 toes down for, he was the reason why she got in jail. And while she was in jail, he never visited her. And the tables was turned because he ends up in jail. A warrant comes out for his arrest, and the truth comes out that he kills his wife. So it was a good ending, but it's like, the last scene is the father punches the guy in the face, as he should. He deserves all the abuse he could get in jail. And she's pregnant. So the question is, pregnant by who? She pregnant by him, and she gives her father a meal. She's like, and a beer, and she's like, bon appetit. So it's like, she's pregnant. She pregnant by who? So is there going to be a part 3? The producer had, commented on my thing last time. So if you're out there, producer of 10 Toes Down, is there going to be a part 3? You know, I hope, like, it's so many other movies, like Good Man. Is there going to be a Good Man 3? What else? What other movie I saw? You Remind Me. I feel like that needs a part 2. It's so many good movies on Tubi, y'all. But 10 Toes Down part 2 came out on the 15th. You gotta check it out. Your girl Kyra got revenge. And you know, when she's like texting him and all this stuff, I'm like, how silly can you be? This man put you in jail, and then he didn't visit you while you was in jail, and then you gonna open your legs? So when she was doing that, I was like, oh my God. But good that she set him up. I'm like, okay, good. She had a plan at least. So it's good. 10 Toes Down too. Tubi.